Good morning from the lighthouse. I've slept quite well actually, to be honest. I think it was because I sorted that thing out with the manager last night. It put my mind at rest. After that, I was just so tired after yesterday. I've been up most of the day and rambled on all day long. So yeah, had a good night's sleep, to be honest. Don't really know what I'm going to do today. I'm a bit of a stuck really, because I say I've got the investigation tonight. So whatever I need to do, I need to be finished by 4 o'clock this afternoon. And need to get tea, and then I'm not going to be in till 4 or 5 o'clock tomorrow morning. So I'm debating whether to go to Boscastle or possibly I could be going to Trebarwith Strand today, and yeah, just make the most of it while I'm here really. That's the backdrop of the castle, so you can walk on the grounds down here, which is quite good really. And also there's a little path down there. I was speaking to somebody last night, that is Merlin's Cave down there, but unfortunately the steps are shut, so you actually can't get on the beach, which is a little bit disappointing really. But yeah, that is definitely Merlin's Cave. I had a walk down here last night, and I was speaking to somebody and they were saying it was Merlin's Cave, and he was saying it was such a shame that the steps were shut and that they couldn't get down there, because apparently if you go in the cave it comes out the other side, I think. So this is the walk, just like you can walk in the castle grounds. Like I say, there's all these little paths. I think it was this one that I actually took. So it's a lovely castle, it's a lovely hotel with a view. I know my room's not up to much, to be fair, but I think if you spend enough money, some of the rooms are absolutely gorgeous. At the end of the day, I had to do this on a budget. So yeah, the bed was comfy enough. Like I say, last night I slept like a log. It was built in 1899, this hotel, as a hotel. And there was a story that apparently, I don't know how true it is, but they wanted the immigrants to stay here and close the hotel down and put immigrants in it. And apparently they told them to sack all the staff apart from 3. Obviously they told them where to go, which I don't blame them. So how true that story is, I'm not really sure, but that's what I've been told. There's also a helipad here, and I've also been told that Donald Trump stayed here at some time or another, came in his helicopter, landed here, and yeah, stayed at the hotel. But last night when I was having a walk down here, the top of that I was just about here, just taking some photographs, and this plane just came over like a warplane, and it tipped its wings. I honestly thought it was that low. I thought it was going to clip the hotel and shot off over towards Boscastle. It was an absolutely fantastic sight to see. So as I say, don't know what I'm going to do. I'm debating whether to go to Trebarwith Strand to then get that done with, because they do a cracking latte coffee there. So I think that's what I'm going to do today. I might just get off early before everybody comes. And yeah, let's see where we end up, eh? So I've made an early start. I've come to Trebarwith Strand. I don't know if I pronounced that right. I've been here before. It's absolutely beautiful. It's really quiet here. I could have parked on the road, to be honest, but there's that many wagons going past. I don't fancy having my car clipped. So it's £2.10 in the car park for 3 hours. So I'll go and show you this beautiful little beach down here. I can get a lovely coffee here. There's a nice hotel here as well that does absolutely fantastic cafe lattes. Looking like it's going to shower. Look up there. Just hope we get away with it, eh? Definitely looking dark up there. Another car park here, which is newer. That was a long stay car park I stayed in. Let's just have a look how much it is in this one. So I could have parked side of the road really, but the look I'm having, I thought I'd get clipped. See, that's 3 hours here is £4, it's £2.10, so literally 2-minute walk, it's cheaper. So if you're going to the long stay car park, if you come here, the first car park on your right hand side, it's going to be a lot cheaper than this car park, just for the sake of a 2-minute walk basically. Bin binner out, just collecting all the rubbish. Starting to rain, folks. Are they? You right? It's okay. And the rain started to come, unfortunately. It's just started to spit down, but I've just been up there, I've just been speaking to this guy who lives in one of the houses just above the Strand there. And he's actually a TV presenter for Sky News. He works for GB News now and does politics and that sort of stuff. Really interesting guy to actually speak to. He's just been telling me about all the filming that they've done down here, the films that they've made as well. Yeah, really interesting guy. Amazing who you get to talk to. This is beautiful, beautiful beach. One of my favourite beaches, this in Cornwall. I've just fallen over on the rocks because it's that slippy. It really is slippy, and I've just actually fallen over. I just slipped. I've got these walking shoes and they're absolutely crap, to be honest. So slippy. But yeah, as I say, I wanted to actually walk from Tintagel to here on the coast path, but it's just time. And to be honest with you, the weather now is not that brilliant. But he was just telling me about how rough the sea does get up here. And he lives, I'll tell you where he lives. He lives in that, where that house is there, that pink house where the Flotsam and Jepson is. I'll show you that later. He lives above there. And he was saying on rough days he actually moves his car down the road away from the sea. That's how rough it does get here. And that rock right out there, I think he said high tide was 4:30 today, that guy, or around me. But the big rock sticking out there is 300 metres away. It's Gull Rock. It's called Gull Rock, that. And you can see that from a lot of the coastline. When you go down the coast, you can see that rock sticking out. And there's the Port William Café where they do an absolutely fantastic cafe latte. I will be going there later. I'm just waiting for this. Hopefully this weather's just going to pass over and I can sit outside and have a drink. The Gull Rock I was telling you about there in 1886, I believe, there was a shipwreck that crashed out there. Total loss of life. It was a ship going from Chile to Fleetwood in Lancashire, which is not far from where I live. And I think it went aground above them rocks there, and yeah, total loss of life. Whether there's a monument to it anywhere here, I'm not really sure. Being careful now in case I actually do fall again, because I said it is slippy, very slippy. Stream that comes down from the village that I showed you before in the video. All that water coming down. It's a coast path that'll take you towards Port Isaac, where we filmed Doc Martin. There's another view of Gull Rock, right out there in the distance. There's the house I was telling you about with all the flotsam and jetsam in. Just seems to collect it off the beach and put it in his garden. Amazing place. Full of everything. Looking a little bit pricey over there. Let's just hope it disappears and buggers off for the day. And this is the place where I wanted to stay at, to be honest, when I was staying down here to do the filming, and the Port William, but it was quite expensive, to be honest, and for what I needed in my room for it just seemed a bit of a waste of money. So there's the coast path there, and it says public footpath to Port Gavin, 5.5 miles. That's quite a fair way. Port Gavin's just before the coast path to Port Isaac, and then to Boscastle it's also 5.5 miles from here. Doesn't say what Tintagel is, which is nearer than Boscastle. That's where I'm staying, Tintagel. And there's the Fort William. Definitely going in there for a drink later. This place is absolutely rammed in summer. So hard to even get a table. Nice food here as well. Now that's new. I don't think this was here last time I came. It's like an extension of some description. Sure that wasn't here last time I came, but I might be wrong. It's like an add-on to the hotel. There's all these tables that are just so busy during summer, and they go all the way up here now. And it looks like they've extended this as well. There's another side of the Strand. You see, you can imagine how rough it does get here with all these rocks and them Atlantic winds coming in. I'd love to see it on a really real storm. But now this is blocked off. You used to be able to go down and walk down there, but this wall's new. And they've stopped people going across because I think it became a little bit dangerous down there. But you used to be able to walk down there, but you can't now. So it all comes to a dead end. Also in 2015 there was a man that came to scatter his sister's ashes on this beach right here, and unfortunately that day he also himself got swept out to sea. There's also a couple of films filmed here. I think one was called The Malachis, and they also filmed the 12th Night here as well. That's the one the guy from GB News was just telling me about, and about all the palaver that they did making it, and it said it took them absolutely ages to do these scenes for the film. A lot of filming in Cornwall, really, when you think about it. A lot of films have been made in the area. We just need that sun to come out now. We just see now the cloud is still in the background there. I'm dying for this cup of coffee, guys. We'll have to get one soon. I just don't know if they're open yet, because it is quite early still. Not as warm as yesterday at all. I just can't believe, because usually when I'm here it's usually absolutely packed with people, and there's hardly anybody here today at all. It just seems a bit weird, to be honest. It feels like it's really out of season. I think it'll be busy enough way to be on, to be honest. You know, once it gets to dinner time and that, I think it'd be pretty busy. Good place. Good thing about these places, get here early. Don't let us stop you.
Thank you.
I'm just doing a little bit of the coast path. I won't be going too far. The time's up on the car in about an hour and a half, so I haven't got much time. I thought I'd just go for a wander. So this is the coast path if you were heading towards Port Gavin. This side of the coast path from where the Strand is. I was watching a guy before, and wherever it happens it goes really steep up there. And I didn't go to the Fort William in the end. I thought, no, I'll tell you what, I'll try that cafe. And It was a really nice bacon butty. I don't know it's because I was just starving and I've had no breakfast, but she's a really nice lady, very chatty. And it was £8.50 for a bacon barm and a nice latte coffee. And this way it goes a bit steep, so can't go all the way because I just haven't got the time. The path is a little bit wetter here and muddy, but we'll see how far we get. There's a nice view of Gull Rock now. And the sea's got that bit of a, it's got that bit of a turquoise look to it today. That jigsaw blue, I call it. God, these are steep, guys. These are so steep. This is where I saw that fellow walking before. Oh, them steps are so steep. Probably the worst, some of the worst steps I've gone up. It's gone flat now. Oh, man, I need to get fitter. I really, really do. Oh, that's the southwest coast path looking towards Port Gavin and Port Isaac. That's where you go over those tops there. And you can just see Tintagel Church over there on the headland. All flattened out now. And the good news, it'll be all downhill on the way back. Just don't fall again. Actually, just looking at my hand when I was having my bacon butty, and I have cut my hand actually slipping. Just a bit bruised and a bit grazed. But it just shows how careful you do have to be. I said these shoes, the walking shoes, and they've not been the best. I find them quite slippy, to be fair. We'll just have a walk to the edge of this and then I'll make my way back towards the car. And there's just the strand of Trebarwith as it comes in. See there, down there, you see that's where that path was where you used to be able to get down to. It's all shut off now because it's deemed unstable and unsafe. So you can't walk down there anymore. As I said, there's a wall that's been built right across the Fort William Hotel, so you just can't get any further now. It's a shame because it was a nice little bit of walk down there. It's a nice little bit of beach. But safety comes first, I suppose, and that's the end of that. And I suppose it's like that with the South West Coast Path. All year round you lose little bits due to weather, due to erosion and everything else, and I suppose it's an ever-changing landscape here. But the sun's not come out, it still looks like it could rain, and they did forecast a nice day today, to be fair, but I don't know up to now. But at least it's dry, at least I'm not getting wet. Nice view now across the valley. big steep drop down now back into the Strand. I said the only good thing about it, it's all downhill, but I'll tell you what, I'll just show you now. That's the Strand where I've climbed up, and as you can see, those steps are so steep going up here. And if you were walking to Tintagel, imagine it'd be the same thing as well. A very steep climb, probably flattens out a bit then, and then it's a very steep drop back into Tintagel. And there it is, the 2.25 miles to Tintagel. Let's go in the other way. I'm just going a little walk because I say I've got an hour left now on the car. So I'm just going to go a tad up this way towards Tintagel. 2.25 miles. I suppose once you're up at the top, it shouldn't be too bad. I imagine it's quite flat, takes you along the church and then drops you into Tintagel itself, where Merlin's Cave is and all that. That's where I was showing you the video yesterday. But we'll go a little way. I'm not going too far, as I say. I'm running out of time drastically. I could do to get a couple of hours kit before I actually go out tonight and do the investigation at Davidstow Airfield. A couple of lads been surfing down there. Decent lads, really chatty. Say when I come down to Cornwall, everyone seems so nice, even the local people, to be fair. I can't really say I've had a problem with them. They always seem to be welcoming and chatty, and like to talk about the area where they live as well. That guy was just telling me, he said he finds it worse coming down because of the stress on his knees and what it is going up. I'll have to disagree with that one, I think. I imagine once you've gone up there and gone onto that headland, I imagine from there it's pretty flat to Tintagel, but I'm only guessing. So that's going to be it for the video today, guys. So I'm going to head back to Tintagel now, sort myself out, charge my stuff up for tonight, and yeah, it's been a short video, but I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you tomorrow, whatever time I get up or whatever we end up doing. I'll see you tomorrow on another video. Take care, thanks for watching, bye for now.